So here we have a blank slide presentation, and we're going to go ahead and set up a template for what we want to do for a presentation type um, slide deck. So I'm here in my slide deck. I'm just going to go ahead and add a bunch of empty slides just so that when we're talking about linking things to other slides within the deck, I have slides I can go to. So my first slide, I'm going to go ahead and just label this template. And then we can do other things, and I can just put temporary labels on my other slides that I have in here. I'm going to go ahead and go into the slide master. So slide, edit master. And what I'm going to do, first of all, is just create the background that I want to show up on every single slide. So that's going to be done on the master. I'm not going to put any links or anything in there because I can do all of that in the layouts. I'm just going to create the background. So for this particular slide deck, I'm going to create a game board design. I'm going to go ahead and erase all the text boxes and everything that are on this master slide tile. That doesn't erase them from the layouts, it just erases them from the master. I'm going to go ahead and choose a background color. Trying to make this as simple as possible this time. Notice that when I do that, all the rest of my slides have that same background color. I want to have a game board design, so I'm going to insert a number of different shapes, and I'm just going to make it square shapes. Now that I have that, I'm going to go ahead and copy and paste a bunch of shapes so I can move them together in the area that I want it to be. So I'm going to take this one and make it over here. Notice that on my other slides, those same things are showing up. I'm going to go ahead and pause my recording here. Okay, so while I was paused, I went ahead and made the rest of the squares and put them in order of where I wanted them to be. Now I'm going to go ahead and add some colors in here. I'm going to add some colors within my boxes. I'm going to choose 4 different colors simply because when I create other master slides, I want it to be a slide. I want to have 4 main colors so I don't have to do a bunch of different master slides here. So I'm going to go ahead and create those 4 colors. Let's make this one green. So that's my pattern. I'm going to go pink, yellow, purple, green. Okay, so now I have all of my boxes in here. They're colored. I've got a pattern here that I want. That makes it easier at the end. I'm going to go ahead and put a couple other things in here. I'm going to go ahead and put in a picture, and I'll show you why later. I'm going to put in a picture of a house. That's going to be something I can link later on as my button that goes back to the main slide. So I'm going to put in this one right here. And that button, we're going to make it small. That button's going to take us back to the master slide, the main slide, every time that we click on it. We're going to link that in a little bit later. But this is where we're going to go back to. This will go back to the main slide. Okay? All right, so that is our template. Let's add a couple other things. We're going to add in a text box. And I'm going to put the number 1. And I want it white. And I want it big. and I want it in the middle. So I'm going to go ahead and put numbers on each of these boxes. I'm going to do it on the master slide so I don't have to do it every other time that I'm going through. So we're going to pause here for just a second. I'm going to pause the recording, and then when we come back, we'll see all of the numbers on the board. Okay, so now you see I have all of my boxes with numbers in them. I went ahead and changed the font on it and the color because I wanted it to stand out a little bit more, and I moved my house icon. One tip, I'm going to hold on my shift button, and I'm going to go ahead and hold the shift button, click on these boxes here. Notice that they're all a little not lined up. They're all a little funky here. So I'm going to go to Arrange and Align Middle. And notice now they're all lined up. Now I'm going to do that same thing with these boxes here and hold the Shift button. These aren't too bad, but I'm going to go Arrange or Align Middle. Oops, wrong one. Arrange, Align. I'm going to go Edit, Undo first. Arrange, Align, Center. There we go. So I'm going to do that same thing. Click out, click on my box, hold down my Shift button, Arrange, Align, Center. Wrong one. Arrange, Align. I'm going to do Edit, Undo first. Arrange, Align, Middle. I'm going to hit my Shift button, Arrange, Align, Middle. So vertically go Arrange, Align, Center. Horizontally we go Arrange, Align, Middle. So I'm going to click here. This is my house. Now this is the key to presentation type slide decks, is you want to go ahead and link within the slide deck. So I've highlighted my house here. I'm going to go ahead and click this link button, Insert Link. Notice here it says Slides in this presentation. I am going to click Slide 1 and apply. Now, I'm going to go back out here to my slide deck. Notice that my slide deck has the word template on slide 1. Every other slide looks exactly the same, except none of them say template, just the first slide. So I'm going to take this, I'm going to move it up to the middle so it's a little bit more visible. I'm going to hit Present. So when I hit Present, here is my slide deck. If I click here, it doesn't look like it does anything because I'm already on slide 1. Well, let's go ahead and go to slide 2. If I click the house, it automatically takes us back to slide 1. Let's go to slide 3 or 4. If I click the house, automatically takes us back to slide 1. And that is on every slide that we have, so that students have a way to get back to that home page. This is the video for setting up a template.